Hello there, sinners. How are we all doing on this fine day? I do hope you're doing well. I do hope you had a good old time. Welcome back to another sermon. Yours truly. Let me just move myself a little bit more. There. Yeah, that's good. I thought I'd keep this fit on. Did a video the other day with it on. Thought, you know what? I don't show this one off enough. It's far too beautiful not to show off, so why the hell not? But welcome, one and all. Today, one of the little chat. You know how I am. It's Thursday. It's my need for Yap is strong. Now, I have to confess, today has been far too fucking warm for starters. Holy shit, I am melting. Chat. I will need to start installing fans into myself and liquid coolant potentially. My ass is going to have a radiator installed in it at this rate. Just to handle the heat I am producing. Not just because I'm hot, but because I'm far too fucking warm. Where I'm at in the world is not supposed to be this warm. This is wrong. This is illegal. It is a grievous sin. And frankly, I don't like how warm it is. But nevertheless, today also, I had a hell of a start to my day. So there I am, just being dropped off, just ready on the bus, as I normally do. And then, what do you know? As I'm about to get out of the car, to be dropped off, I thought I misheard something, so I turned around and didn't quite judge where the car roof was to my back of my head. And let's just say I twatted myself viciously with it. Not the best. Not the best start to my day. So the first half of my day I was spent feeling a little bit, not concussed, I'm fine. Just distress. I'm okay. I did not hit myself that hard the back of the head. I would probably not be streaming today if I did. Though I gave myself a bit of a headache. Nothing major, but a bit of a headache. But I felt a little bit out of it. I can't explain it. I felt just a little bit, knocked the wind out of me for a little bit, Again, I can't really explain the feeling. It's not quite lightheadedness, but it's not quite feeling heavy either. It's just unpleasant feeling. Unpleasant feelings. The literal amount of sweat building around my ear. My headset. Really loving that feeling. Not. Oh, dear fire. It is. Honestly, I need a fan. I need a fan in this room. I stupidly have not got a fan yet in this room. I need to fix this pronto. Because honestly, it is it's horrible. And tomorrow's even worse. It's like 30. Like 30 degrees. I might even right now go and order a desk fan. I'm not even kidding. I might do it right now. Think I'm joking. I'm about to. I will literally go and order one right the fuck now. Actually, you know what? Why haven't I done this sooner? Why the fuck have I done this sooner? Legitimately, I might just need one. Alright, what we got here? A little rechargeable desk fan. Doesn't always have to be attached. Sounds half decent. See, some of these tall... I don't know, I'm looking at fans. I've been so distracted. Seriously though, it is just the worst, man. The heat, the heat is literally unbearable, I swear. Holy shit. It is. I don't know what it's like where you guys are. But my god. literal insanity. It's not time, but seriously, it is. Oh, God, no. I could go on. I could, but anyway. So yeah, my day has been a case of my head feeling a bit funny and my entire self melting away. So that's been my Thursday. We did a little. I did a little painting yesterday as well. Now there was a small tragedy, as my Redemptor Dreadnought is not exactly the most well stationed. I must admit, when building it, I mustn't have followed instructions properly, as he's now kind of awkwardly moving forward, and it's taken an absolute monolithic task to get him to stay upright. I believe I've now successfully done so after a lot of super and other things to try and keep it together. But it did fall over during painting, so I'd lost a bit that was attached to it. Nothing important, but it was an extra little bit. It would have been cool to keep on. Tragically, I don't think I'm going to keep that on. But all the important stuff was kept there, despite him nearly losing a finger. But hey, we did a little painting. I based him up, the Celestia Grey. Nice little good starting point. I mean, I'm going to go Black Templars with him. So, black and white, with a little bit of red, maybe. So, got a little bit of stuff going for him. But I've been quite tempted, like I said before, pick up Horus Heresy stuff. Though, some of that temptation has been tempered by recent leaks, because Games Workshop has to spoil everything they touch. So they've gutted a load of units and weapon options and trying to make the game more like 40k. I don't know why, because the entire fan base of 30k left 40k because 40k didn't appeal to them. I don't understand the logic. Make it make sense, please. I have to be honest, I do think the people who work there have no comprehension of what their fan base want or like. I think they just think that whatever they produce will make money. And maybe it will, but I don't think it'll make as much as second edition. I honestly don't think it will. I know the rule books won't sell for a lot of people. A lot of people won't buy the rule books. Because, honestly, rules are shit. the faction-specific rules especially are awful. And frankly, there's just too many extra little bits. It's like, ugh. The models look great, though. That's the tragic part. The model designers know how to make good models. Sometimes they make rather bad ones, but most of the time it's good. But the rule writers are so fucking bad. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it outright, they're bad. They fundamentally changed something that worked into something that doesn't. And the base rules were kind of okay. I liked some aspects of them, I disliked a lot of aspects of them. But then, you got the faction rules. Ugh. I don't know how you fuck it up. Like, stuff will sell, but I can imagine the amount of people actually playing 3rd edition will be sod all. I know there are people making 2nd edition rules for the 3rd edition new units, like the Saturnine Terminators. So I think they will see play, and I think they will. I think they're pretty cool looking. But I honestly don't think 3rd edition will get played nearly as much, and I could honestly see it getting almost abandoned, because I don't think the books will sell. I mean, maybe it'll actually FAQ and support it, but I doubt it. I want to be wrong. I really want to be wrong. But I'm probably not. I'm probably not wrong on this. I've seen the Games Workshop cycle too many times. The editions get shorter and shorter, and frankly, worse. The models keep getting good, though, for the most part, but the editions really don't. And my god, faction support is... ugh. Yeah, being a World Eaters fan kind of sucks right now, I'm not gonna lie. It's put me off collecting it, put it that way. Which is a shame, because I fucking love Corn Berserk. Sorry for anyone who doesn't care about Warhammer tuning in. I appreciate. I am just ranting on and on about something you probably couldn't give a rat's ass about. But hey, maybe you just like hearing me chat. I don't know. But I really want to get a Word Bearer's Force. I think they're cool. I don't know. There's something cool about them. Just all the legitimately demonic corruption shit back way before it was like well known. Like the gods of chaos weren't known as a thing by like some people, and many of them not by. I'm trying to think if they ever were named. Honestly, I don't think they were. I don't think they even were mentioned by name until later. So, you know. But also, I don't know. There's just something rather interesting about them. It's kind of like that. They were fanatics all the time, but it's like they've gone from fanatical atheists who destroy religion to fanatical devotees of the Emperor to fanatical devotees of the Dark Gods. Also, I'm kind of curious. I do want to know what the Saturnine Terminators they use are like, because apparently you need a bit of psychic glimmer to work on. And they're like, oh yeah, the Word Bearers shove demons in them. I'm like, oh, what's that look like? I want to see. Although I've been wanting to pick up some Ashen Circle. But the models, don't get me wrong, the resin models look nice, but I kind of want to convert up my own with plastic. Using the new Mark II guys, the jump pack ones as a base. The axe is quite close. I just need to get like a facsimile for the flamer. If I can get something like arm-mounted flame weapon that looks about right, which I think I can either convert one up from a flamer you can get normally, or I can do a bit of finagling. My logic is that I just trim off the pistol. There's like a little bar at the top. I put the bar as part of the pistol, and then connect to the arm. Remove the lower hand so it looks like it's just a weapon, and then remove the back bit so it looks like it's all arm mounted. That's my logic. Maybe if I'm feeling really fancy, a bit of green stuff or Milliput, like do some of the, like the decorative bits on. I don't know. You can see how I've been thinking. I just think they're cool, man. I can't explain it. Just all the runes all over them, the fiery look, and their entire purpose is just they literally just so the entire Legion just erases societies like culturally. They don't just war with them on a physical. They do it like a just in every facet. Like if that culture's religious, nah, that isn't allowed. And then later it becomes if they're not following their religion, then it's a problem. But they destroy them with just as much, if not even further vigor. I don't know. Their entire fall was preventable, I will say. They were the only thing that got them fucked was they were slow. They started like rebuilding societies after they burnt them down, which I mean, to be fair, they were making compliant, reliable worlds. The problem was that they were making very religious worlds, which wasn't allowed. I don't know. I feel like there's ways that could have been avoided. Legitimately, I feel like there are ways. For one, if the Emperor had just either not like Logar as a Primarch, I feel like he didn't do much to his Legion militarily. He just converted all of them to his faith because he's very good at talking. He's an orator. He's a very good talker. Problem, though, is he needs religion. He's wired that way. He needs something higher than himself. And I honestly think the minute it was discovered how religious he was, he should have just been removed. The Imperial Heralds were doing just fine without him, honestly. They were doing very well for themselves. I would argue the Iron Warriors are the same. Late post-Heresy Perturabo was fine, sure, but I'll be honest, they were doing fine without him too. There's a few. I'm like, the 8th didn't need Comrade Kurz, as much as I like the Night Lords, the 8th didn't need him. Everything about Nostromo was just blow up the planet. Seriously, just blow it up. Annihilate it from orbit. It would have been better. it legitimately would have been better. Because, trust me when I say, the kind of monsters that planet produced wasn't worth the resources. Also, why the fuck would you want to make criminals from birth into superhuman monsters? Why would you want that? Oh no, the serial killer can now commit genocide on a mass scale with a legion of his like-minded kin. They skin people. They enjoy it. At least the old apes didn't enjoy their work, they just went, we're a grim tool. That's how they told themselves. Now it's like, oh, no, now they like it. They're into that shit. Oh. Sorry, that's my Warhammer lore rant for the day. I had to get off my chest. I can blame my bonk to the head earlier. But, hey. Other than that, I have been literally ground down today. So if I sound very tired, because I am very tired, I am EP. I'll put it that way. I am an EP angel today. But, you know what I'm like, chat. The clinical addiction to yapping is simply too strong. It motivates me to keep going. Yeah, I recorded a video yesterday, so you'll get to that next week. I hope you've been liking the Kerbal Diaries, by the way. I don't know if you guys like them. You know, let me know, please, because I want to know. You liking them? Are you hating them? Would you rather I never do another one, or do you want me to keep going? You know? They're partly for me, but they're also partly for you. You know? I want to kind of use them as a bouncing board to kind of keep myself consistent. So there's always something, right? Even if I'm not doing something. I've realised how little time I seem to find myself with. Now, maybe I could do the whole thing in an evening. Maybe. That's not impossible to say. Or like, I do it Monday, Tuesday, and then I do the editing Wednesday, and then it's all ready. But, I don't know. I also want to try and do a few, like, bigger things, but it's the time. It's time. Honestly, the time is my enemy. It keeps coming up, I swear. Time. Again and again. Never got time to do shit. It's a real... Like, I know this is going to make time, but it's like, okay, but I've also got to have time to sleep. I've also got to have some time for me, because you can't just keep working all the time. Maybe that's a fault on me, maybe that's, you know, I need to kind of just knuckle down, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not built that way. I would wager there's a lot of people who do this who aren't either, to be totally honest. But I am doing all this myself, after all. For better or worse, I'm doing all this on my Todd. I probably should, every now and then, hire an editor for stuff, and maybe for bigger things. Maybe I will. I like having some control over my creative process, but perhaps I need someone with a bit of expertise in the software. If for nothing else, then to just see what can be done. Hey Marie, welcome on in. Indeed, the moons are covered today. The moons are covered today. I don't know if you saw my message on Discord, by the way, but to answer your question on the last Kerbal Diaries, the model's coming soon. It's coming along nicely, but it'll be a little way away. It's not round the corner, shall we say. Oh, it's a long... I say it's a long way off. The art will be done August. I don't know what the schedule's like for the rigging, because I've not worked with these people I'm going to reach out to, but they seem very, very talented, so I'm looking forward to working with them. Hell, they've even got 3 different styles of doing with rig and stuff, so I mean, hey, as I mentioned, good. I wasn't sure if you'd seen this as all. The deluge of random shit we put in that Discord sometimes. Some things get lost in the sauce. This is a thick sauce, that Discord at times. But yes. Though, as a little hint at the next outfit, I have put a teaser in the Discord, but also it's a similar kind of vein to this one, in a way. It takes some elements. It uses some elements, so if you like something of this style on me, then you'll get more of it. You shall indeed. But yeah, that'll be a while off. Indeed, it cannot. It cannot be stopped. Nor can I. As much as my own brain and everything else around me tries. Much as it tries, I'm not so easily stopped. Also, hopefully the music's not too loud. Do let me know, folks, if it is a bit too loud. I'm hoping I've picked a reasonably quiet music. See, I'm never sure whether I want to do one of those, like... You know them video... Like, you'll have, like, a video of, like, someone walking through a forest in the background or something? I don't know. There's a part of me that wonders if something like that might be interesting, though, in the background. I've seen a few of them, like, knocking around. I always wonder if, like, something like that might be interesting or not. Or if that might just be distracting. I don't know. Yeah, mix things up a little bit. I love my background, of course, but every now and then you gotta mix things up. That does remind me, we are going to have a new background soon enough. Yes, indeed. We're going to have a new one. We're going to use this one still, of course, but the same people who brought you this one are going to bring you a new one. Indeed. In the similar kind of, well, I'll say similar kind of style. Same people as well who did my office space. I don't show it very often. I feel like I don't use that place enough. So, it's sort of, is that the thing with the cat ears? What thing with the cat ears? You mean my very old model? If you mean the very old model, my OG face, it's a wolf, but also new. Although, do you mean the bean? You mean the little bouncy bean? That was a little cat. There is going to be a new bean. It's on the route. Well, should be coming after the outfit. That one shouldn't take as long as the outfit, because there's a bit less to do with the bean. It's a itty bitty bean. Not much needs doing with the little pet. Jesus, my back is killing me. Also, on this model, yes, you can see both my eyes. I do have two. I might have one bang covering them up. Though, don't worry, next one will have both eyes showing. The new model, I saw a clip of woman same style with cat ears. I'm not sure where you saw the cat ears. There's no cat ears on my new model. Are you sure you're looking at my new model? I mean, if you've seen someone else who's done by the same person who made this model, Foxes has made many a VTuber. So you might be seeing someone else a similar style to me because you've seen someone else Fox has made, possibly. But new me has no cat ears. They have wings. They have little feathers in their ears. Well, in the head, rather. Unless you're thinking the feathers are cat ears, then, in general chat. Oh, those aren't cat ears. Those aren't cat ears, no. Those are wings, little head wings. A bit like my main model. But the silver ones are my main model. Although the new one's kind of got a bit of the side wings like this one, and then the sort of top ones. It's got the two together, basically. It's got a bit of both. I wanted a kind of a few wings on me, because I always liken my design to be a little bit like a seraphim, and they've got quite a few wings on them. This is why I have so many wings. A little bit of biblically accurate me, I suppose. I should do a biblically accurate Cobra these days. That could be funny. Just a big old massive eyes and wings. With your be not afraid and all that stuff. That could be funny. I always think if I ever do something else in the future, I might want some like eyes on my wings and stuff. I don't know, just like keep with the kind of cyber theme, but embrace a bit more of that like primordial angel look. I don't know. The two extremes of the concept squished together, you know? I don't know if that might look good, if that'd be too much, I don't know. It's a fun idea. One I may explore one day. Who knows? Who knows, I may even go one more angel. I have actual wings, you never know, one day. Rather than my shard wings. So this one has hip. In fact, hang on, let me just drag myself up a bit. This one does have wings, to be fair. This model does. We've got big old wings on this one. A little bit lower on me. I got the shards and I got the big wings. The big old flappers. Indeed, this is also the model that there's some art of me and Foxes together on. Have you seen that one? That's the one where my head is next to a massive tail. Listen, she's a big lady. Mother Foxes is a big lady. Well endowed, as they say. That's where I get it from, definitely. It's just genetics, chat. It's just genetics. Yes, Foxes did herself a non-model, so we had a little bit of art together. It's very nice. It's what my current Twitter profile picture is based off of. Well, it is just a snip from that. What can I say? I liked it, so I thought, you know what, I'll show it off in the profile. Indeed, indeed, we do have the thighs. New model's got nice thighs too. We do appreciate the thighs in this house, okay? We got to get the nice thighs in. It's very important. It's very, very important. We got to get them in the major way. But yeah, so that's all coming along rather nicely. And I don't know if you know this, everyone, but I'm going to be collabing with an angel sibling soon. That's right. That's right. Me and Rachel the Angel are going to be collabing this Saturday, actually. So it won't be long until you see Double Angel. Playing some Mecha Break. I've played a little bit of Mecha Break, and I have to say, good lord, Mecha Break. Just goddamn the character creator. I've made an appropriately divine character, but also, holy. You've got to enjoy the skin tight, well, not quite skin tight, but almost skin tight leather getup. Good lord, the ass. Good lord. Honestly, in Elden Ring. Let me think. It might be a little bit. Potentially. Let me think now. When do I want to do Elden Ring next? It'll probably be If not next week, the week after. I'll have to see what my schedule looks like. But, it'll probably, if not next, sort of, like, I tend to, on the weeks where I'm doing the Dark Heresy, I tend to like do two of the same thing, so we may do a double next week, or we may just do one the week after. So, don't worry, it's not gone. I admit I half considered coming away from it for a little bit, but I don't know, I'll give it, I'll throw myself back into it. I think I'm just a bit confused of where to go. I'm in Caelid at the moment, and I'm a little bit confused. I think I need to just knuckle down and deal with an annoying boss. But, you know, we'll get to Radahn. I want to get to the DLC area, so I know Radahn has to go to make that happen. And go he shall. That's my plan anyway. Might take a better time to get to him, but that's what I want to do. Then I've got to go looking for Moog. Once I found Moog, dealt with him, I can then go to the DLC area. Which should be very hard, most likely. I may even have to, like, progress a bit more and just go to a few more areas you're intended to go. But after that, then it's off to DLC. Potentially. I could complete the game first, then do the DLC, but I kind of feel like doing the DLC first. The end of the game feels like one of those things where you do that at the end. Like, you could do it in the post-end game, but I don't know, it feels to me like doing it at the end feels best. Or I could just end the game, I don't know. I either want to do the DLC and then finish the game, or just finish the game. It depends how I feel. I might just go, you know what, I just want to wrap it up. We'll see. Might do more Night Rain as well, potentially. I do like Night Rain. The only problem with Night Rain is it's a bit of a content drought for it. But then, so is Total War, and I'm still playing that, so... I suppose I should address the elephant in the room, shouldn't I? The Total War drought. And good lord, there has been a drought. There's been quite the drought. So, stretch back a bit. So, they've announced the DLC is being delayed, and it's no longer going to be summertime. I'll be honest, I was expecting it. Am I quite disappointed? Yes. Because I was looking forward to it. Does it mean our new current campaign is going to continue? Yeah, it'll continue for a while. It looks like they have no intention on bringing another DLC out for ages. We probably will only get one this year, which I will say, just, like, no shade to the developers actually working on it, but a massive shade to Creative Assembly management here. Really bad management of game, like, creation, honestly. Like, holy hell. Warhammer 3's been such a mess from day one. I don't know who the fuck took over after Warhammer 2, but they need to be fired. Like, I can't imagine someone looking at such a cash cow and fucking it up so badly. I'm being a bit passionate here, my apologies, but they had such a perfect thing. And it was so perfect that they were allowed to make Cathay and Kislev a faction, when they weren't proper factions before. Cathay had nothing, pretty much, and they've become a full thing now. But they fucked this up so badly. I just don't understand. I mean, like, the Chaos God factions felt hollow and empty at day one. The Demon Prince was the most hyped up thing and is garbage. It is. It's really annoying. The initial campaign map, no one wanted it, and they've stopped supporting it now because the current devs, at least, unlike the main ones who were there for the main part of the game, because for some reason they don't make the developers that fix the game. No, they make the DLC guys fix the game, which is just poor work practice, frankly. It's like, if you know you're never going to have to go back to something, you're just not going to bother, are you? So, they just didn't bother. They just put in the minimal effort, ruined the UI. Okay, the UI's worse as well. Categorically worse, I will say. I don't know what the fuck to do with UI design. Game 2's UI design was perfect. Game 3's, crap. Utter crap. We didn't get the big map for ages. I'm just thinking, like, it's the first time where I just stopped playing for months. And it was just such a disappointment. Then we get Champions of Chaos. That was good. It came with the big Chaos Warrior fix. And they slowly started doing stuff, but also took the piss. Shadows of Change. What a letdown. I liked a lot of aspects of it, but I hated a lot of aspects of it too. I have to say, I disliked a lot of aspects. So, finally they're fixing all that. Thrones of Decay was amazing. That was really, really good. That was much better. Then we had... Tide of Thomas one coming up. Omens of Destruction, that's it, Omens of Destruction, which was fun, but it introduced a lot of very cracked out lords who needed a little nerf here and there. But they were reasonably fun for the most part. And the mercenary faction was very unique. The orcs, they're fun. I don't know, I liked the orc guy. I thought he was good, personally. Let me think, what else now? Oh, the Chaos Dwarfs, they were good, but they were the start of a problematic trend, actually. Because they could have had 4 characters, potentially. I'm pretty sure there was at least 4 characters they could have pulled from lore. But they pulled 3, and a legendary hero that no one wanted. Like, who the fuck uses that Hobgoblin Lord? Like a hero, seriously, who uses him? Like, by the time you get him, it's like, what is the point unless you want a cheap-ass army of hobgoblins that are decent, but it's like... Ah, no. He could have been so much more. I mean, a 4th character would have been nice. But then, obviously, we kept getting DLCs where we got, like, a free legendary hero, and it's like, why? Why? Like, Tzeentch is still missing a lord because they didn't give us one from the start. So, that's a thing. Let's say, they've fixed up their act now, and thankfully the delay has a very good reason behind it, and I respect them for being honest about this, and they just flat out said, hi, the game's not good enough yet, so we're not gonna ship it. Thank God they finally decided to have some quality control. At least we might get a siege rework again. God, Siege is a... Legitimately, I've heard it argued, remove the ass ladders. Please. No unit should be able to just pull a ladder out their ass. If you want to have it that ghosts can go through walls, you know, when maybe a certain building's required to stop that, or, you know, like, you need to have, like, proper siege equipment. Siege towers, rams, you know, maybe aerial units can do a few things to help secure the gate. Fly over and, like, take out the front gate or something. And, you know, you need, like, something monstrous that can attack the wall, or attack the gates and stuff. That's fine. Do all that stuff, and then at least... trying to speak and yawning. At least, you know, there's makes an army that's intended for sieges make sense. Like, oh, this army's filled with artillery. Why? Because it's meant to break a siege. You know? Some might say, oh, well, that makes the defender's life easier. But it's like, yeah. You can get rid of the tower system, probably, that is in the middle of the city. Add barricades. I mean, or they can keep it. But it might just make sieges more interesting, you know. Also, it means the AI don't engage in as many sieges. It'd be nice to have more open field battles. Like, all the Total Wars had way more open field battles. And this game has a lot of town and siege battle, which are the worst parts of it. The last 2 games weren't much better for it, but they were also, at this stage in their life, a bit better off. So, I don't know, chat. It just seems to me like it's just all gone downhill a bit. But, hey, at least they're putting quality control in place, so maybe, just maybe, we will, we'll get some good. That's my hope and a prayer. Because otherwise, this drought is sucking. Honestly. This, in combination with the Horus Heresy rumour news I've been hearing, that's been a bit of a downer today. Thankfully, not all of my hopes and joys are put in things made by companies. A lot of them are, but not all of them, thankfully. But on a complete side note, to make a more positive topic, I've been a bit of a rut. As you know, I've been a bit of a rut for my hobby recently. I've been a little out of sorts. And I don't know, I've struggled for inspiration. Like, I keep being inspired by something, and then it kind of just goes. And nothing's gripping. I don't know. I think I need to just either just jump into something and just do it, or find something new entirely. I don't know. Like, there's not a lot of games that are really catching my eye at the minute. For example, I can't explain it, but like, most games coming out at the minute just, I don't know, chat. They just don't look very good. It's like, what happened to, like, legitimately, what happened? Well, I know what happened to all the good games. They weren't selling as well, so they got replaced by slop. But I don't know. I want to be able to enjoy smooth games again. And I want to be able to enjoy some, like I used to absolutely love Final Fantasy XIV. You know this. I used to love the game to death. I've had a hard time getting back into it, and I've just not felt compelled to play through it. Which is a real shame to me, but I've just not felt it. And I can't really... Maybe it's just... I don't know. I think with MMOs, I enjoy them to a point, but it's like, after a certain point, I just think, oh, I'm playing this alone. And it doesn't feel right. Like, playing with other people feels nice. But when they're not around, it's like, oh, okay. I've got a hard time keeping with it. And then, well, strategy games, as you know, they're kind of dead. They're not completely dead. It just means you've got to really look for those quality ones. And there's not a lot of good ones. Not any coming out, to be honest. There's some good, very good ones here and there, but it doesn't feel like there's any coming out anytime soon. Keep seeing stuff. It's like, oh, that looks good. And it never comes. I'm like, where is it? Why no come? I just said, we're going to move past that. We're going to move right past that. But, I'm going to try some new things. We'll try some new bits and bobs. Mecha Break looks like it should be quite fun, I think. I reckon it'd be quite fun anyway. So, we'll give that a whirl and we'll have a good time on Saturday, I reckon. And who knows? Maybe I'll see if I can't get some more collabs in. I think I'd like to do that, chat. I'd like to get some more collabs in. I think it'd just be good for me, honestly. And I think you guys would like it too, I think sometimes it's nice to be able to watch people bounce off each other, I think. So, why the hell not? Meet some people, vibe with them, bounce off them. Hopefully that's why you guys like my Dark Heresy stuff. Because, I always find that you know, being able to bounce off my friends is always a good time, and you know, hopefully you agree. Hopefully, anyway. But it's something I need to do more, I think. I need to maybe look at what I'm doing. I don't know. I keep being in this long rhetorical circle of just, I need to do this, don't do it. And I'm sorry, I'm just ranting. I'm just looping and looping in a circle. And I don't know, my head today, physically and generally, is just not where it needs to be. I don't know. Doesn't help that I think I saw a certain number. I'm my wing in the way of that. That's unfortunate. Well, we hit 200 for a time. It's the screenshot, at least. But yeah, Sorry, I am so fucking distracted today. It's not even funny. Myself that one. There we go. But yeah, we got some good things this week, I think. Sorry if I sound exhausted and not very convincing. I am just so tired, and the heat is just killing me. I might make this a shorter one because I'm melting. I'm melting, and it's just cooking whatever brain cells I had. And not even a little whiskey is able to reignite me soon today. But, chat, we're gonna do some fun things this week. And it's like a new person. They've been in the chat, but they're a new person. You know, new people, new energy, right? So I think we'll have a good time with it. And I've done a little mecha break, and it's been pretty fun. I need to do a bit more past the tutorial, admittedly. I'll probably get my ass beat, but it's fine. The mechs will look pretty nice. The game plays pretty smoothly, though I'll have to get used to the speed. The zoomy of everything's a bit quick for me, so I might have to try and get used to that. I must admit that was one thing I was like, oh, everything's very fast. So I played a bit of Armored Core, so I'm used to a bit of speed, but there isn't like a lock-on. At least I didn't see one. Maybe there is, and the tutorial didn't explain it very well to me. Don't know. But I'd like to get a bit more into it, I think. It could be every now and then thing. I'm also wondering whether, because I have Rogue Trader, I have 40k Rogue Trader. Don't know if I want to stream it, or if I just want to sit there and just enjoy it privately. I'll have to think. Maybe I'll make a video of it. You know, maybe I'll make something of that. Could be a nice little chit-chat about it. I feel like it'd be a nice bit of inspiration for me as a DM, right? As a GM, I guess DM's not copyrighted to Dragons. But I feel like, you know, running games and in general could be nice to play through an RPG, you know, really story-heavy one. An actual CRPG. And get a good vibe for it. Get a good vibe for the characters, the plot. I don't know, I think it's just a nice inspiration piece. Especially as I'm running a 40k system. But, like I say, it's one of them. I don't have a lot of time, so I keep running into this like infinite problem where time is my nemesis. It well and truly is. And like I say, maybe I just need to find more points where I can do stuff and maybe just do it. Or maybe I need to stop making time in places. Maybe I need to, like, when I get up in the morning, get up and do something rather than, like, rot for a bit. Because I do that on the weekends, you know? I do sit there and just do slot all the morning. I have a fifth bottle of juice I'm drinking with it's way too high. Honestly, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I've been sipping a drink myself all stream and I still feel dry. I mean, yapping at the rate I'm going is probably not helping that fact, but still, it is scorchingly hot. It's like, what are we sitting at right now? It was 27 earlier. Is it still something like 27 now? It's like 25. Like 25 degrees C, right? I don't know what it is in degrees F, but degrees C, with no air conditioning, by the way. No fan or anything. So it is just toasty, warm, sweaty, there's humidity. I hate it. Sorry, I've been a complainer this stream. My apologies, chat. I've been such a little complainer today. But I got a lot of complaining. I got a lot of complaining in my system. It is how I feel today. Today has not gone my way. Then again, if I had a pound coin for how many times I felt like that, I would be very rich. I feel like I'd have to start counting how many good days I've had. That just sounds fucking depressive. I know what you mean. It's way too... I need to figure out a good way of dealing with that. I've been putting it off and putting it off. You know, because I've had a few like mild days and a few like cool days. And now it's just roast. Utter roast. And I don't like the feeling of being a roast turkey today. But a roast turkey I have been. Just a bit what's left of my drink. Damn thing. Yeah, I might have to see if I can find something. I know. I feel like I need to. You know when you feel like you just need something new? Just a little reinvention. A little something experimental. A little something out there. I feel like I need that. I feel like I need it desperately, but I can't find that thing. It's bothering me. It's really bothering me, actually, a little bit. That I can't quite feel the passion right now. And I don't know, I just want to... I've had to be honest. I feel like just the last few years have just, like, nailed my passions to a wall and just put them down. And it has been extremely difficult to reignite that feeling, that passion for bloody anything, I swear. Maybe that's just depression talking. Maybe I am just espresso depresso today. Maybe. Honestly, there's a real good chance. Also, better a few days straight. Ooh. I mean, that won't help. That certainly won't help things. I wouldn't say I've slept great myself, honestly. The heat doesn't help. But no, I know what you mean. The heat. Well, just general lack of sleeping can help. I don't blame you for feeling a bit rough for that. The lack of sleep is not a great feeling. It really isn't. Don't be a person depressed. I'll try not to be. I'll try not to be. Today is challenging me, but I shall try not to be. Though the espresso is being sipped slowly, I think. Ugh. God, I am feeling rough. I might be. No, I don't think I'm quite down with something. I think I'm just tired. I think I'm just genuinely tired. It's been just flat out all day, and it's been no breaks. It's been no respite. Maybe I need to change my day job. Honestly, half considering it. Like, I really am thinking about it, because I feel like it's just not sad. It was not been satisfying for 5 years, but it's it's really not great at the minute. And they're not. Stuff is going to change there. I don't think they don't. They're immune to change. They simply don't have it in them to change. So I feel like I have to do the change I want to see, and if that change is somewhere new, then maybe I need to go somewhere new. If nothing else, we change the scenery and maybe just something more satisfying. But then I don't want to be a help desk technician anymore. I don't know if any of you have been a help desk technician for IT. It sucks. You're the poor fucker who gets all the calls, and I'll be blunt, you don't want to be that poor fucker. It sucks to be that poor fucker. You get all the shit, none of the pay. Especially where I'm at. Jesus, the pay is so crap. Again, talking about the day job here, I probably shouldn't even bring it up. It's just, no one wants to hear about it, and let's be honest, it's just, ugh, of course it's bad. Day job. I think, I don't know, that what's left of my passions, I try to bring to here and to my content. I try, anyway. Whether my skill can match said passion, different question, but I try and bring it here. Because it's like, it's something I can control, something I can do. I don't have to rely on a company or managers who are actually in charge of me and that kind of thing. I want to reach out to someone who's like a manager, they're working for me and helping me, technically, rather than the other way around. They're there to help me with some of the annoying bits. I've spoken to someone who has experience in that regard, though more on a consultation basis. I've not spoken to them yet, but I've got something arranged, so I am hoping to speak to them soon. I don't think we've had an official date as to when we're going to speak, but I hope it's soon, because I feel like little directions. I think that, to be honest, I do feel like I've lost my way, and I can't quite explain it. But it just feels like every path I'm taking just isn't working, or isn't bringing me that something that I've hoped it would. And again, apologies if I'm being a real depressive today. I'm just thinking openly here for a second. I'm just wondering if, I don't know, if things are working out, if I'm having fun. I don't know. I need to have an honest look at things. Maybe I just honestly need to take a break at some point, just a little break, and just really consider what I'm doing and if I'm liking it, and what isn't working. Because something isn't working, and I need to figure out what that is. There's something I feel like it's something I am doing or not doing, and it isn't working. But I just can't put my finger on it. And I don't know if it's just because I don't want to put my finger on it, or if it's just I can't put my finger on it. You know what I mean? There's just that thing. You feel like it's just dangling in front of me, and I don't know what it is. I can't quite make it out. Maybe I don't want to make it out, I don't know. Maybe it's a truth I don't want to accept. Or maybe it's just, again, maybe it's just a bout of depression. Those do come and go for me, unfortunately. It's, but to be completely honest with you, they come and go. Every now and then I just kind of get this pit. I can't quite crawl my way out of it. Maybe talking about it helps. Well, but it does, to be fair. Bottling it up doesn't help me. Doesn't help most people. But at the same time, I also with trauma dump. I hope this doesn't feel trauma dumpy or making anyone feel sad. Apologies. I feel like I'm just dumping on you guys, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to make it a fun place. Just not in the most fun of ways right now. Tell you what, chat. I did say I might end it a bit early just because I am actually melting apart, so I do apologise. I'm going to end it a little early today. I want to sort some stuff out for tomorrow and Saturday. Well, Saturday mainly. Put a little thumbnail together maybe and do some little bits, but I'll be okay. Just to be clear, I'll be okay. I think I just need to lie down a bit. I think the heat is getting to me, and I'm just feeling rough. Today's been a rough day. Tomorrow will be a better day, I am certain. It will be. And we'll be playing some Total War tomorrow, and it'll be a good old time. Yeah, a good old time. So, again, apologies for the dour mood today, chat. I hope I'm been a mood kill for you. I hope you have a wonderful night, though. And if you're feeling a some way to I am, make sure you talk to someone about it, right? Don't just sit on it, okay? You deserve happiness, okay? Just remember that. You deserve to be happy. You do. You deserve happiness, and I wish you all the happiness in the world. Genuinely, bottom of my heart, I do. Right, I will wrap things up for now, then. So, apologies for the shorter stream than usual. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do a nice long one to make up for it, I promise. Alright. Chat, take care of yourselves, alright? I'll see you all tomorrow, and I will try my best to recover my happy. Alright, see you in a bit. Stay off for now.